Howdy friends. Hot corn, cold corn on the mandolin. It's a great song. 2 chords, G and D, 1 and 5 we call it in musicians lingo. So if you don't understand those numbers, please go check out my music theory videos, easy music theory videos aimed at just helping you understand those numbers and how they work in music. It just simplifies things once you learn to speak that language. All right, so let's just play the darn thing and enough with the blah, blah, blah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along Jimmy John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along Jimmy John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along Jimmy John. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. See Uncle Bill just reeling and a pitching. Yes, sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Sally, won't you fill 'em up again? Old Aunt Sally, won't you fill 'em up again? Old Aunt Sally, won't you fill 'em up again? I ain't had a drink since I don't know when. Yes, sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Yonder comes the preacher and the children all a-crying. Yonder comes the preacher and the children all a-crying. Yonder comes the preacher, children all a-crying. Chicken necks ringing, toenails flying. Yes, sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a Jimmy John. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. So let's talk about what went on in that video. Okay, so the first is these bluegrass chops. So I'm keeping my hand moving here. My hand's moving at this pace. But I'm only hitting 2, 3, 4, 1. Of course the chops are on the offbeats, so that's kind of weird when you're by yourself. So hot corn, cold corn, bring 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 and 4 is when the chops hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. First, let's talk about that extra beat. Not that it matters that much, you just play the song, but there's a measure of 2, 4 in there. So let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just before the end. Yes, sir, that's a 1, 2. 1 measure of 2. All right, so back to the chops and how those fills are working. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you're kind of using these as rhythm fills. So that's the thing, is when you keep your hand moving in time with the music. 1, you get into 2, you get into 3. So my hand's actually moving. 1, you get into 2, you get into 3. And you know, when I'm by myself, it probably sounds better to play more chords, but I just want to show you how it's supposed to be in bluegrass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Slow that down for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, hopefully you can get it from that. I think on the second verse I kind of opened it up like when you're playing by yourself, probably would just play a simpler, well, not simpler, but differently, because if I'm doing all the accompaniment myself on a mandolin, then I would play it differently than if I'm playing in a bluegrass band, an ensemble, if you will. Anyhow, so then I think I went like this. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. So it sounds better if you don't put a bunch of that blah, 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 blah in there until no one's singing or no one's playing. So hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. A little bit of room for it there at the end. Let me show you the pattern that I'm doing as far as strumming goes. It's more or less a pick strum pattern. Pick strum, pick strum. Show a lot of this stuff in my Bluegrass with Friends books on the mandolin. You can get tablature and all that sort of stuff in there for these rhythm patterns. So that's strumming, hitting the fourth string, the G, strumming, and then hitting the third string, which is a D, and then strumming. Doesn't really matter which strings you hit. It's nice to hit the 1 and the 5, G, A, B, C, D. G is the first note in a G scale, D is the 5th. That's what I'm talking about, okay? And then D and A. But I was just kind of going. So, if you're real picky, you'll hit the 1 and the 5. If not, you'll just hit whatever comes out and it'll still be okay, all right? And then I did that. This is what I call my 3-fingered G lick, because this is the 3-fingered G chord. G. And you start on this note. So that's G, D, C, D, B flat to B slide on there. Okay, so this first G is the 3rd fret of the E string, then the 5th fret of the A string, then the 3rd fret of the A string, 1st to 2nd slide, and then got a couple more minutes here before I gotta go teach a lesson. I did one of the solos. This is a simplified version. So let me see that. Then the open A, F sharp, E, D. That slide from B flat to B again. Back to G, E, D, A, F sharp, E, D. All right. Then I did this thing up here. So this is what I call the first finger starting position because your scale starts on the first finger. And so, starting right here on the D note,